The Zimbabwe Catholic bishops have issued a strong statement through their secretariat denouncing Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, where Mnangagwa seeks to extend his rule unconstitutionally, not following the constitutionally prescribed way of doing things. And if it is allowed, who can stop Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa in the near future from doing as he pleases, just as he is doing in terms of seeking his third term, but not following the rules of the game in Zimbabwe. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So I'm having the statement of the Zimbabwe Catholic bishops. It's written submission to Parliament on the Constitution of Zimbabwe, Amendment number 3, Bill 2025, 12 May 2026, in defense of truth, justice, and the voice of the people. Introduction. The Zimbabwe Catholic Bishops' Conference, ZCBC, respectfully submits its observations and objections regarding the Constitution of Zimbabwe, Amendment number 3, Bill 2026. I think it was supposed to be 2026. They wrote 2025. 2026 CAB3. The Catholic Church in Zimbabwe participate in this constitutional process not as a political actor but as a moral and civil voice concerned with the protection of human dignity, constitutionalism, democratic participation, justice, accountability, and the common good. Constitutional questions are not merely technical legal matters. They shape the moral and institutional foundations upon which national life rests. Our Constitution is more than a legal instrument. It is a solemn national covenant born out of the sacrifice, aspirations, and sovereign will of the people of Zimbabwe. As expressed through the 2013 referendum, it embodies the principles of constitutional supremacy, separation of powers, accountable governance, protection of rights, and sovereignty of the people. For this reason, constitutional amendments must strengthen rather than weaken democratic safeguards, public confidence in institutions, and the constitutional protections deliberately entrenched by the people of Zimbabwe. The conference is deeply concerned that several provisions of CAB3 undermine foundational constitutional principles, weaken institutional independence, diminish direct democratic participation, and erode constitutional safeguards against the concentration and abuse of power. So in simple terms, they are telling Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa that CAB, it actually promotes abuse of power. It is taking away the power from people and centering the power on one man, and that is prone to abuse of power. The conference is deeply concerned that several provisions of CAB3 undermine foundational constitutional principles, weaken institutional independence, diminish direct democratic participation, and erode constitutional safeguards against the concentration and abuse of power. The conference therefore respectfully urges Parliament to reject those provisions of the bill that are inconsistent with the constitutional democracy, the sovereignty of the people, and the long-term stability and integrity of Zimbabwe's constitutional order. To constitutionalism, democracy, and sovereignty of the people. The Constitution affirms that all public authority derives from the people of Zimbabwe and must always remain accountable to them. Democracy is not merely the holding of elections. It requires meaningful participation, institutional independence, transparency, constitutional fidelity, and respect of the dignity of every citizen. Zimbabwe's constitutional order also resonates with the African ethical vision of Ubuntu, UNU, which recognizes leadership as a responsibility of service to the community rather than a mechanism for the concentration of power. Strong and independent institutions are indispensable pillars of democratic life. Public confidence in the judiciary, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, prosecutorial authorities, and parliament itself is essential for national peace, stability, and constitutional legitimacy. Now, it goes on to say, the conference therefore submits the constitutional reform must deepen democratic participation, strengthen constitutional safeguard, preserve institutional independence, and protect the sovereignty of the people. 3. Regarding the consultation process, Section 141 of the Constitution obliges Parliament to facilitate meaningful public participation in legislative processes. The obligation is not procedural formality, but an expression of democratic sovereignty itself. The conference is deeply concerned by reports of intimidation, suppression of dissenting voices, disruptions, and unequal participation opportunities during public hearing on CAB3. Such irregularities undermine the integrity of the consultation process and weaken public confidence in constitutional reform. Meaningful consultation must be free, inclusive, peaceful, transparent, and genuinely participatory. So in simple terms, the Roman Catholic Church of Zimbabwe is simply saying the consultation processes that were done by Parliament were illegal. They were not free, they were not inclusive, they were not peaceful, they were not transparent, and they were not genuine. They did not encourage genuine participation. That is what they are simply saying. The conference therefore urges Parliament to ensure that constitutional reform fully comply with both the letter and spirit of constitutional public participation requirements. Analysis of key provisions. Clause 2, abolition of direct presidential elections. Current constitutional position. Section 9.2 of the Constitution presently provides for the direct election of the president by registering voters through universal adult suffrage and secret ballot. The provision gives practical expression to several foundational constitutional principles: popular sovereignty, equality of votes, democratic principle that executive authority derives directly from the people. The proposed amendment, Clause 2, seeks to repeal this arrangement and replace it with a system in which the president is elected by Parliament, jointly as the Senate and National Assembly. The conference position. Okay, so the papers that I have, this is what I have. It appears the statement was actually more than this. And this is, I must say, a very, very brave statement. Let me try to look for almost, I think where I got it is not complete. Let me just try to, within few minutes, if it will allow me to check somewhere where I can see whether it's complete. I'm not satisfied. Okay, I'll be almost there in few minutes. I just want to check because this statement appears to be missing a page. Oh, it appears they are, let me check. Yes, the pages were not posted by, yeah, they did not post all where I'm obtaining this statement, but it was written by Reverend Raymond Mupanda Sekwa, CSR Bishop Maswingo and Administration of Chinoi Diocese, and then Reverend Rudolph Nyandoro, Bishop Gweru, ZCPC, the other one was president, this one is vice president, retired Reverend Raphael M.M. Ngube, Bishop Wange, ZCPC, Secretary and Treasurer, Most Reverend R.C. Ndlovu, Archbishop of Harare, and even the ID numbers are put publicly, but I won't be announcing them here for their safety. Alex Thomas, that's Reverend Alex Thomas, SDV, Archbishop of Bulawayo, retired Reverend Paul Horan, Ocam, Bishop of Mutare, and also Reverend Eusebius Jainyati, Bishop of Kokwe. So these are the bishops that issued this very strong statement. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okancubo Mhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast.